So we got today. These are the Rocky Patel Sun-Grown Juniors 5 Premium Cigars. Does it say anything particular about this cigar? No. So I don't have the specs on it, except that it is a 4x38 junior size, which for me, I like a lot. I do like a big cigar now and then, but the more I can find smaller cigars, the happier I am. That was the tin. I have a pre-cut cigar in the pocket of this sweater somewhere. Unless, of course, I've lost it on the way out. Nope. There it is. There is the cigar. Rocky Patel, as always, not a very elaborate band, but a classy and nice one altogether. I am not going to make a novice mistake. I'm going to pull the band off first. We're going to give you a bit of the cold draw, and we're going to tell you how we feel about that. First, I want to inspect. All right, cool. It's a very nice looking cigar. These are hand rolled, and they are quite tight. And there's an awful lot of tobacco in them, and for someone like me, this could be 30 to 40 minutes to smoke. So on the cold draw, cereal note I'm getting on this one is more or less bran flakes. A little bit musky. Bran flakes, corn flakes, a little bit musky, or musty, I think is the word. Not in a bad way, in a good way. I'm gonna light this bad boy up. Jeez, this lighter, I can feel the heat on my fingers from this far away lighting the cigar. It is insane. This lighter is really good for lighting a cigar this size, but for like bigger ones, I think I need the triple flame or a Zippo. I know some guys are like, Zippos add nasty flavors to the cigar. Like, sort of. My palate is not that developed, so I wouldn't know. Immediately, as expected, from Rocky Patel, the draw is even and good. We do have a bit of a thick stem right there. I can see it at the front of the cigar, so was one thing that can mess with your cigar smoking experience. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. Probably not. A bit of a thick stem in there. These guys, a pack of these is somewhere between $25 and $60 in Canada, depending on where you go. If you're getting them for $25, that means you've probably got them from a tax-free source, which are few and far between in Canada, and mostly offered by the Aboriginal community. So there's that. So in one of my older videos, I mentioned the Rocky Patel Royal being possibly the most balanced cigar I've had ever. This guy here does come as a close second. It is a bit stronger in terms of the bitters. It's not a super sweet cigar up front. So for those more or less novice smokers, I definitely think that these size cigars are a good way to go. Because you don't have to commit so much time. If you don't like it, maybe you don't feel so bad about putting it out. And all that good stuff. Smoke output on this is good. The draw is good. Don't think I'm going to have too many problems with it. Driving through rural Ontario here, it is farm country. And I do keep looking at the camera periodically to make sure the framing isn't terrible. But I can tell it's not great either. That's just how it goes. It's a sunny day here. I've had a couple of days off work, so I'm feeling mighty refreshed. And looking forward to getting out and doing some social things. I'm going to take in some live music today. And that's a nice thing to do. So of all the line of Rocky Patel that I've had, I have to say the best one that I had was the winter collection. But that's the only ones I've ever gotten are the big Robustos, so they're a bit of a long smoke. The next is going to be the Royal, because it's so balanced, I can recommend it to everyone. This guy I can recommend to a lot of people. My personal favorite is the 92, but and I believe the 92 of all those that I mentioned is the most budget friendly, so it's good for me liking the more budget friendly cigar. I find the more I smoke, the more the cigars I see that I would recommend to people for an enjoyable experience do tend to be a little more expensive. Now, I do live in Canada, and in Canada the taxes are a little crazy, and that's a big part of it. Even if we didn't have the heavy tax, I still don't think I would smoke more. I know that in some ways the tax is meant as a deterrent, but in the other way it's just a way for the government to make money. But I don't think I would smoke more even if cigars are cheaper, because you can get really nice sticks for like $4 or $5 that you can smoke every day. Like this one is probably around $5, the price that I paid for it. And at $5 a day, that's probably less than most people's cigarette habits. But even if I could get really good cigars at that price, I still don't think I'd be a daily smoker. I find things are more enjoyable when you moderate them. I like a whiskey now and then, I like a scotch now and then, right? I don't drink it every day, and often it's once a week, and it's usually only one drink. And because of that, I find myself able to invest my time and my money into higher end, more enjoyable products. Well, we're getting close to halfway through this here cigar, and I'm going to take a nice big drag here, let it dance around my palate for a few seconds rather, and see if I can come up with any tasting notes for you. Okay, so one that's coming to my mind, which is a bit weird, seared cracked pepper. So that's sort of on the bitter side, on the peppery side, is seared cracked pepper. You know, your black coffee, your dark chocolate, that's sort of your dominant flavors. In the aftertaste, maybe like a wheat, like a shredded wheat. Not terribly complex, fairly balanced. If you have a good palate, you're probably going to find more nuance in it than I'm finding. But all in, it's a well-rolled cigar, nice flavor profile. I do not believe for 1 second I'm going to get the nicotine sickness off of this. We're down to the final third, and the reason I came back is I'm getting something off this that I haven't gotten off a cigar in a while. It's a little bit of a bourbon and whiskey vibe, not like a fake bourbon and whiskey vibe, but those deeper barrel notes that you get, you know, the more complex stuff. I don't know if that's going to hold on through the rest of the cigar, but I thought I'd come in one more time and talk just a little bit about that complexity. I do like it when a cigar can take me on a journey, and this one is doing just that. And I just wanted to take a moment. I know not too many people watch these videos, but for those of you who do, I genuinely appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. I do my best to answer whatever comments are left, and this is something I just do because I enjoy it, and it keeps me busy. And with that, I'll say stay busy, stay productive, try not to work too hard, and always, always, always remember, take the time, take her easy.